All right, it's 2 o'clock and I'm punching out. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. So we got some cool orders going out and one really cool order that I'm excited to show. First, just some Bandolino shoes going out. I don't even remember where these came from. So that's $12 plus shipping. Then we have this skateboard going out with land yachts. So I don't have a lot of experience with skateboards, but I don't know, it's pretty cool to sell one. That's going out for $30 plus shipping. I took a best offer. Was trying to get 40, so for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, I feel like that's a pretty good. Next we have this little Oogie Boogie keychain, $9.99 free shipping, and this weighs almost nothing. It's just gonna go in a little padded envelope. And yeah, these books I've got next to nothing in, like maybe a dollar total into these, and these are going out for $14.99 plus shipping. So that's a good little turnaround. I think I've held on to these for like a week, so anything that sells that fast I'm happy to do. Next we have this bobblehead Brock Holt. It was an open box. Here, I'll show you. And the styrofoam had kind of been torn away, but I opened it up and it was still in the plastic and everything was there, so I just sold it new open box. Made sure I took a picture of that, and that went for $18 plus shipping. So another quick little thing. All right, this last one is super cool. So my friend asked me to sell this for him, and we're gonna be splitting the money on it. Well, let's talk about it first. It's this Space Jam. Oh, something else just sold. Oh, okay. I have it right sitting right there. Great. So this Space Jam thing here. It's like a sales award for an employee. Super interesting. So I didn't know what to make of this. Like, the discs are falling down. The back was all sealed up, which was a great sign. And it's got this little certificate thing right there. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this, man. I'm just gonna save $25 on an auction. And man, glad we took a risk on it, because this went for $195.50. So that plus shipping. So this was a great thing to put up. Let's pause for the thumbnail. Should I make a face like, ooh? I could do like the big YouTube face, like a. Anyway, I'll probably do this. So anyway, that's super cool, and it was cool to have it for a little while, you know, like a little piece of 90s memorabilia. And it's gonna go to somebody who's probably gonna try to open it up and repair it, which is awesome. And the last thing that sold was nothing extraordinarily special. It's just this lot of Playmobil figures. I think it's going out for $6 plus shipping. So yeah, good little Saturday, Sunday, and I'm excited to get this week going with this start. So I think the first thing I need to do is acknowledge some things that made this possible. Definitely coming from a place of privilege to be able to do this. Because, you know, there's a lot of videos out there that are like, oh, just get up off your butt and do it. And quit being lazy, just do it. Which is true. I mean, there's a certain degree of, like, just taking action and doing something, which I agree with. But also, like, we got bills to pay, man, and we got responsibilities to attend to. So I want to fully acknowledge that my wife has a great job. We were in a good place financially for me to be able to do this. I had a boss that was willing to let me cut my hours. So keep that in mind as I go over how I'm able to do this and why I'm doing it. So around October of last year, I sold some just Lego figures I had lying around the house, and that was pretty exciting. And then I was like, I think I want to keep trying to do this. So I went to a Goodwill and I found like a Funko Pop that I bought for 50 cents, and I ended up selling it for about $30. So that kind of sealed the deal for me. So here's my storage unit, just to kind of illustrate how quickly things can grow. Got a ton of stuff back here. This is full of books and movies. All right, just wanted to pause the story real quick to talk about this sale that I've been keeping track of. I just sold these 2 Christmas-themed peanuts. I feel weird calling them peanuts. At a CVS arbitrage back in January because they were super marked down, and I got a spreadsheet going on what's happening with these. Okay, so if you see the peanuts plushies lot, $1.99 each is what I bought them for. 2, $3.98. I sold them as a lot. So 1, this is after eBay fees and PayPal fees, $5.71. So I still got to make up $31, but you know, only 3 items sold out of all that, and I am almost halfway. So that was one of my very first arbitrage things. So I was still learning. I would not do that again, something with that low of a profit margin. So, but that's okay. I'm making my money back. I'm just surprised I sold a Christmas themed thing in February 19th. So anyways, back to the story. So I'm sure the title of this video is something like, I cut my hours to do more eBay, which is true, but I actually cut my hours to do more eBay because of what eBay allows me to do, which I think is a big difference. Like, anybody can say, oh, I want to make more money. And who doesn't want to make more money? But here's the thing, like I run a kids show on YouTube called Saja and Kaba. It's doing pretty good, but it needs more time and attention. And along those lines, I want to go back to school to get a master's degree for child's therapy for children, because I've discovered that passion. You know, it took me going through several degrees through early college, landing on a theater degree, moving to Chicago to do improv and stand-up, and discovering, I might not want to attempt to do this professionally. This might just be a hobby. So when I was 33, to discover that, you know, I want to try my hand at making a difference in kids' lives and adults' lives as a therapist for a while. So eBay is allowing me to make enough money to cut back my work hours so I can pursue those other things, which is awesome. And I just love, like, all the things that eBay is allowing me to do. You know, it's my goal of this channel is to see if I can become a full-time eBay reseller, not necessarily eBay, like just reseller, by the end of this year. And here I am in February and already making, you know, cuts to my hours at work. And I just, again, acknowledging all the privileges that and circumstances that have allowed me to make this happen at this time in my life. I am eternally grateful. And, you know, I have like 9 subscribers right now, and I don't even know if half of them are legitimate subscribers who are interested in what I'm doing. But I just feel so grateful, and I'm so excited for what the future holds. All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to go over some sales real quick that happened. First up is this VHS camcorder that I picked up for $10 at a Goodwill, and that sold for, what was the final profit on that? That was, so after everything was all said and done, I made about $41 on that. So that's awesome. Well, I guess $30 after you take out what I paid for it. You get the idea. So a big part of my business is consignment and doing local sales, because I want to pass on, I don't want to spend a lot of money on shipping, so I can pass on those savings to my consignment clients. So I sold you like hook your bike up to it so you can, it's called a cyclotron, I think is the brand name. You hook your bike up to it so you can ride your bike indoors and keep training through the winter. So that's all for $100. And so I'm gonna keep 50, give them 50, everybody's happy. Whoever bought it gets a cheaper, less expensive item, I make money, and the person I'm selling it for made money. So it's great. Next up, I got these Bakugan, I don't know how to say it, but I think that was a Target arbitrage. I think it was on clearance for like a buck, and I sold it real quick. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do retail arbitrage, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. Next up is a CD. I really don't know CDs very well, but I knew Dazed and Confused, so that went out for $9.99 free shipping, and I think I ended up making like $4 on it when all was said and done. So you know, it's not something I really want to get into. It's kind of like shoes. I know they can make a lot of money, but they just don't really interest me that much. And the last thing going out for today and for this video is this Revolution brewing glass. I think I found this for probably $1.50, I think, at a Salvation Army, and that sold for, so when all's said and done, I made about $10 on that. So I feel really awesome about that pickup, and it's gonna ship in one day because it's somebody here in Illinois that picked it up. So like I said, thank you very much y'all for watching. I don't know if I said anything that inspires you or, you know, wants you to try to go and cut your hours at work, but I'm just letting you know how I do it. So because there is no clear path to do this, there isn't like a checkbox list other than find stuff for cheap, put it online, and make more money back. That's the only 3 boxes you can actually check consistently, person to person. So I hope you subscribe and like this video and follow me on my journey to be a full-time reseller by the end of this year.